Previously on Phoenix Wright, Spirit of Justice. What did the minister mean when he said he had someone dear to you in the palm of his hand? Well, you obediently followed his every word after he said that. It seems to me that the minister was in close proximity to someone you really care about. Is there a new lady in your life, Dhurke? What? No, don't be ridiculous, son! Why do you think I carry around a badge that looks like a nipple? The love of my life was Amara, but she's gone now and there will never be another. And now, back to the present. My bracelet, what does this mean? Dhurke, have you really not met somebody new? Holy shit, here we go. Well, where are we gonna look here? Gosh, it could be anything here. I do sometimes see his hair kind of stand on end when he freaks out and makes that face. I didn't see anything on either of his hands or his face. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That was it. It was on the statement, she's gone now. Man, I had a weird feeling too. It was gonna be either she's gone now or there'll never be another. It's not she's gone now, she's not really gone. But what exactly do you mean by she's not gone? Ugh. Was it faked or something?
Gotcha!
What even is that, Dhurke? You can't fool me. You tensed up when you said, but she's gone now. And you unconsciously moved your arm, causing something to press up against your jacket. Holy shit, son! Where'd you learn to do that? Oh, so that's it. You're hiding a woman's photo up your sleeve. You don't have to keep secrets like that from me, Dhurke. You're an eligible bachelor now, but you'll introduce her to me at some point, right? I keep telling you, there's no other woman. Fine, then let's see it. What are you hiding up your sleeve? It's just this. Satisfied? Oh, that's the pendant we found in Amara's tomb. You were a little surprised and... what's the word? You did seem to kind of be dodging the issue when we asked you earlier about this, weren't you? I wasn't trying to hide anything. Then why did he tense up? Dhurke, let me take a look at that. Maybe because it's sharp and it was cutting into his bone. Hey, what's this button for? Whoa! There we go. There we go. It's a locket. Mm-hmm. We've seen her somewhere else. Dhurke, you old dog, you got yourself a younger lover. Will you stop with this nonsense? She's the one with the gray hair. What are you talking about? This is Amara before she died. If you look closer, you see that I was younger too. That's right. There's like a fingerprint on it too, I noticed. Wait a second, haven't we seen this woman before? Yes, we have. Now that you mention it, isn't this woman the same as the one in the pendant's photo? Dun 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 dun!
Take that!
Except that woman has a kid. Now what's going on here? Apollo, where did you get this? From the safe in Inga's room. Why was it in there? Oh my god, that baby looks so real. Apollo. If this is Queen Amara, it had to have been taken at least 23 years ago. That's the thing, too. But that's just not possible. Yeah, I just noticed the same thing. Oh, the law book? Because the law book's in the background. Oh.
Take that!
Take a look at the law book. It has the mark of the Defiant Dragons branded on it. But that mark didn't exist until after you'd started your revolutionary activities, Dhurke. So this photo must have been taken after Garan came into power. And that didn't happen until after Amara was assassinated. Sure enough. That's what was throwing me off about it before. Because my first thought was, oh my god, that's Amara. But then I saw the law book and I was like, no. But then I couldn't really put it into words why that didn't work. And there you go, they just did it so much better than I ever could. So then how could Amara even be in this photo? She wasn't dead, man. She, was the assassination faked, or did they kill the wrong person? Wait a second, that would mean that Amara is still alive? Oh boy. Looks like you found me out, son. Wait, so it's actually true? Okay, so the queen is alive and Inga knew about it. But why? Was she able to channel spirits too? Was he using her? Holy shit. Oh, that was the piece that we needed too, wasn't it? Oh my god. Because that means any of a number of different things. Jeez. Dhurke! Dad, please! What do you mean Amara's still alive? I thought she'd been assassinated. Well, you know, so did I. But it seems she made it out alive, only to be held captive by the Garan regime. Why would they do that? When I fled from the law and went underground 23 years ago, I heard some shocking news from a Defiant Dragon spy. There were rumors of Queen Amara being sighted in the palace. And those rumors turned out to be true? Yes. I snuck into the palace to see for myself. She was confined within the grounds, but otherwise she was as fit as a fiddle. So then, the sarcophagus in the tomb, it's empty? Yes, that entire tomb is one big charade. Garan had it built to stage Amara's death. Wow. Yeah, that's good. Well, we won't be cursed. That's such a relief. It's such a relief to know that. My sarcasm is so oozing that you can't even cut through it. That didn't make any sense. She was being held under virtual house arrest. So I freed her, and we made a run for it. Nice. Good job. This photo was taken back then. Look at how they're both grinning from ear to ear. They look so happy. There's a fingerprint on the metal part. I guess Dhurke must have left it by accident. Oh no! We're gonna get the fingerprint and it's gonna turn out to be freaking... I don't even know anymore. Oh, Mr. Sadmati, I want to hear all about how you ran away with Queen Amara. I know, wouldn't it be great? On the run with Amara. Man, I would play a whole game just about this. Is there a game about something like that? Like running away with a girl, you know? Well, there probably is. It's some RPG out there somewhere. Well, yeah, Final Fantasy IX, there you go. I'm surprised Amara agreed to run away with you. I mean, Garan must have told her that you tried to kill her. Yeah, because supposedly he was the one that did it. I tried to convince her that I wasn't the one who set the blaze. And she believed you? She said, and I quote, "I shall accompany you so I may ascertain the truth myself." She always was a tough one to read. I bet she was thrilled you came to her rescue, Mr. Sadmati. To be set free by your beloved, it's like something out of a fairy tale. Yeah, well, there was no happily ever after once Garan's people caught up with us. They took Amara away to who knows where. I snuck back into the palace and searched high and low for her, but to no avail. They probably moved her to some remote mountain prison or the like. Dhurke, does Nahyuta know about this? Shit. He knows she's his true mother. I told him as much. Wait, is that why Nahyuta is following Garon's orders? Most likely to protect his mom. So do you think that deep down he doesn't really want to prosecute you? Well, he's not one to show his feelings. And lately I've had no idea what he's thinking. Apollo, we need to get serious here. We need to grill the queen about Amara when we have the chance. We need to put her on a shish kebab and set her on that grill and light the charcoals and let the flames lick. I was wondering about something. The little baby the lady's holding. Is that Prosecutor Sadmati? Not necessarily, it could just as well be me. After all, we're only 1 year apart. Yeah. I don't know, I mean, the kid in the picture is too cute to be you. Well, thanks a lot! God damn, woman. What the f... Let's settle this by asking Dhurke himself. Da-da-dum! Oh, I'm gonna present it to him? Alright, let's do that then. What do you think, Dhurke? Is this me? Dhurke, about the cute little kid in this photo. Is that me? Oh, what are you talking about? You really don't know? See, I told you it was Prosecutor Sadmati. I don't think he... does he know? Oh, I see. Well, either way, it's not you, son. So then, if it's Nahyuta, it was taken when he was about 1 year old, right? And that would mean you ran away with Amara at around 22 or 23 years ago. You're pretty good with numbers, son. Impressive. What kind of answer is that? I mean, okay, yeah. About 23 years ago. Before you go, son, there's something else I need to tell you. Something important. Like there hasn't already been an absolute dump! Just acres of dump here! What is it, Dad? I've never seen you act so serious before. It's kind of refreshing. Something important. Oh. So what's this something important you have to tell me? He's reeling, he's like winding up for it. And here's the pitch. Listen, son, even if you manage to prove me innocent tomorrow, I don't have long to live. Why? What? What are you talking about? What I mean is I can already hear the Twilight Realm calling my name. There's no escaping death now that it has its sights set on me. This ain't Final Destination! We're gonna run away together. We're gonna run away to Norway or somewhere, and you're gonna be fine, dude. People don't get cancer in video games, so don't even tell me it's that. Well, there are a couple of video games about it, but wow, you know. Is this another one of your jokes? I wish it was. Ha ha ha, you can't fool me, Dad. That's strange. Why isn't my bracelet reacting? React, damn it! He has to be lying. Are you sick? It's something like that. So you're not joking? I'm afraid not, son. Sorry. Is there a cure? Or at least some sort of treatment? Unfortunately not. Not for what I've got. If you need some kind of surgery, I'll work hard until I can pay for it. So please, just come back into my life. And we're gonna lose him again? It's too late. There's nothing more to be done now. But you always say a dragon never yields. So why are you giving up now? Apollo, I'm sorry. I really am. I don't understand. Why is this happening, Dhurke? Why? Listen, Apollo. I've got a favor to ask of you. I'm gonna keep quiet about this. I don't want my fellow dragons to find out. They'd lose all hope if they knew I was dying. Would you do that for me? Of course. Why is this happening now? Just when I was finally starting to feel like you really are my... This is not happening. I thought that this time we finally... But now... The moment he said that, I flashed back to those same two pictures in my head. Like, seriously? The guy who just did this is dying? Listen, son, I don't have much longer to live, but I'll never let them execute me. Not before I finish what I need to do. I know, Dhurke, there's no way I'm gonna let them prove you guilty. Before he goes, I'm gonna turn back time by righting the wrongs that have been done. I'm going to restore Dhurke's freedom. Return a real smile to Nahyuta's face. I'm gonna win this case. I just have to. Son, I have one more big secret. What? As after that? After that, you have one more? What is it? Wait, next thing you're gonna tell me that the world is flat. You're gonna tell me that spaghetti is made of Yoshi turds and Lucajin's earwax. That's what you're gonna tell me. I can say that because I know she won't hear this because she won't spoil herself on this game. What is it? There's something else you've been hiding from me? I'm afraid I can't tell you what it is. I was just baiting you. I'd be betraying a certain someone if I did. What is that supposed to mean? Forgive me, you'll just have to find out for yourself. That's the only way. I don't understand, Dhurke. All of this. I wish I hadn't woken up this morning. Because if I knew that this was going to happen, I would have gotten on a plane and flown back home and just let all this... I'm done. I don't know, man. Apollo in court tomorrow. You may find yourself faced with a truth that is difficult to accept. But I know you, and I know you can handle the truth no matter what it turns out to be. I know that because I believe in you. You're my son, after all. He must have promised, like, maybe promised my mom never to tell me that she was still alive or something. What is he talking about? Wait, he's not going to reveal that he actually is the killer, is he? Looks like we've run out of things to discuss. Are you sure? I feel like we just started discussing things. Like, we could sit around the kitchen table and talk about this for 8 freaking hours. 9 hours! Free him now! Release Dhurke! What's going on out there? The revolution, baby. Sounds like the party's getting started without me. Huh? Maybe he's lying about the fact that he's dying. Because he knows that it'll make me more motivated to win the case or something. I mean, if the revolution means so much to him, like, you know. Like, what better way to get it done than to really crack the whip? Or at least getting you in a position where you can get... It's coming from the temple. Let's go, Apollo, and take a look. Dhurke, Daddy, no, don't go away. Oh, no. No, you don't have to start running right now and make people think I'm over here. Oh, that's really sad, though. That has just ruined my day. Thanks a lot, Phoenix Wright. You ruined my day! What is all this? Holy crap, there's all kinds of crap going on. Oh, Dats is in there. Oh my god, no.
Let go, will ya? What are they? Huh? Well, look at that. The people are coming to take their courts back.
Mm-hmm. Detroit, become human, y'all.
Back, man, arrest them all.
Yeah, Dats, look at him go. Man, that's what we saw at the beginning of the game, too. The very beginning. Everybody's here. Dhurke belongs to the people. Give him back. Yeah! Where are you holding him? Quiet down, yo! They have my big sister, too, but she didn't do anything wrong. Ouch, ouch, stop pulling my hair. Release my son! Release him now! Oh, stop that no biting. That was the dog. This is really something. And it looks like Dats and Miss Enemy are leading the charge. I ship him. Dats and Miss Enemy? Hell yeah. You unenlightened fools. Do you honestly think this will change anything? That's probably Nahyuta. Yudi, why you keep serving that witch Garan? Oh, it's... Hey, Nahyuta. Bro! You again? What's going on here? It would appear that the insurgents are fanning the flames of rebellion. I never thought it would grow so large. However, they will all be under arrest shortly. Reinforcements are almost here. They'll be arrested? Just for protesting? They are aiding and abetting a criminal by seeking his release. That's their opinion. They have the right to it. Well, maybe not here they don't. I don't know. Her Eminence Queen Garan has ordered they be arrested and judged en masse. But weren't you once a member of the Defiant Dragons, too? How can you go along with this? I'm simply following the orders that Her Eminence has handed down. No, it can't be as simple as that. Listen, Nahyuta, there's something I want to talk to you about. Are we actually going to talk about this right now? Hey, you're not getting away this time. We need to talk. Oh, I see, there's no reasoning with you. Very well then, speak. Oh, well, believe me, I'm about to. I am about to. Nahyuta, you really have to serve as prosecutor on Dhurke's case? I mean, prosecuting your own flesh and blood. It's just not right. Again with this drivel. Your ethical standards are not the be-all, end-all of the world around you. Not getting into another debate with him. Nahyuta, did you know that Dhurke is sick? What? He apparently doesn't have that much longer to live. If found guilty, he probably wouldn't even make it until his execution day. What are you talking about? Yeah, they didn't really give us a time frame, did they? Is it like days, weeks? Knowing this, are you still prepared to send an already dying man to his grave? Well... Aye. Enough with the Zen monk act, Nahyuta. Oh shit. Tell me how you really feel! Mr. Justice, each person is born with a role to fulfill. And I must fulfill mine. Well, I'm not convinced that taking Dhurke to trial is part of your lot in life. As for why you've been at Garan's every beck and call, I think I might have the answer. Nahyuta, you know the truth about your mother, don't you? About how the former queen is still alive and being held somewhere. So Dhurke told you, did he? Yes, it's true. My mother was spirited away to some remote corner of this kingdom to keep her safe from harm. Safe from harm? Dhurke said the Garan regime is holding her captive. No, they are keeping her safe. So you don't know where Amara is being held? I only know that it is some secluded hideaway where visitors are not allowed. I have heard she leads a simple life akin to that of monastic disciples. Sure sounds like she's being held captive to me. Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb here right now and say that, well, okay. I think that Nano is Amara. The only issue I have with that is that Nana actually looks really old, and Amara wouldn't be that old yet. So unless she's wearing some kind of crazy makeup or a mask or something. She does have, like, the thing that she wears over her head, but her face, though, you can tell. Don't we have... We have profiles, right? Profiles. We don't have... Do we have a profile for Amara? I don't think we do. We do not. So we don't have a profile for Amara, but we do for her, and that's it right there. Okay, I guess. It says question mark by her age. Yeah, that seems pretty obvious to me at this point, that they must be one and the same. The only question is how... Like, does the queen know? Anyway, listen, Nahyuta. Aren't you really doing the queen's bidding? Because she's holding Amara captive? And this whole thing with Dhurke, you know he didn't really kill Inga, don't you? Dhurke doesn't have much longer to live, so I want to help him however I can. This time it's our turn. To save him. Turn to help Dhurke however we can. He's, what you speak of as futile. Let it go and move on. Really? Now? The guilty verdict, the hopelessness. You must resign yourself to it all. And feel the despair. Clinging to false hope now will only serve to magnify your future despair. So let it go and move on. Nahyuta, are you really gonna sit there and just roll over on this? I've no more time for idle chatter. I must prepare for tomorrow's trial. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some moving on to do. Apollo! I sensed a whirlpool of emotions coming from within Prosecutor Sadmati just now. Anger, shock, bewilderment, and an icy sorrow as deep and dark as an abyss. Yeah, I picked up on that too. Looks like Dhurke really won't be the only one who will need my help tomorrow. It's about time to quite pay Queen Garan another visit. Ask her about her sister Amara. Oh man. I reckon we should go ahead and do that now. Oh wait, there's two more here. Sometimes they like refill these. I didn't know Dhurke was sick. What's wrong with him? I mean, he looked fine to me. He looks sexy. I really don't know. The Dhurke I remember would go out hunting in the middle of winter, while everyone around him was dropping like flies with the flu and whatnot. Man, everybody's just sad. Understandably so. Come on, everyone, cheer up. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles, right? Apollo, you don't have to put on a brave face for... No, I'm fine. Besides, Dhurke will have his day in court. I won't let this get me down. Boy, Phoenix was about to make an exception to Mia's rule there. It's like, dude, your dad's dying. You don't have to smile in the face of that. There are some times when you just don't. So you don't know Queen Amara at all, Apollo? I thought that since you used to live with Dhurke, that maybe you had met her. Dhurke escaped with Amara 23 or so years ago, so I was still just an infant. Even if I had met her, I wouldn't have remembered it. Guess not. That means you may have been cared for by a queen. And if you had been, then what? I'm royalty? You would have turned out, I don't know, better? What's that supposed to mean? Okay. Enough speculation there. Well, I guess we're going to audience chamber. Is that where she will be? Here we are. The royal guard isn't around. That is utter hooey! You cannot continue to deceive the people like that! Rafa, justice is much more than simply speaking the truth. Is that Princess Rafa and Queen Garan over there? Oh. You deceived me too, Mother! How can I ever believe a word you say again? You nincompoop! Yes! Called it! Your benevolence. Are you okay? I couldn't help it over here. Wow. You don't usually see Phoenix make this face from this angle. That was funny. Ow. Well, she's got a lot to work out. You okay, Mr. Wright? I can't believe she actually punched you. Yeah, I'm used to it by now. What's the matter with the princess? Sounded like she was arguing with her mother. Well, maybe it has something to do with this picture? Rafa said she had to ask her mother about some secret or another as soon as she saw it. Ooh. Ugh. What if the baby is Rafa? Maybe she was taken away from... I mean, they took away Queen Amara, right? They put her somewhere safe. Oh, is that possible? Oh, such a beautiful picture, though. She had to ask her mother. I mean, okay, so, but if this is Naina now, if Amara and Naina are the same person, she would recognize her in this picture and be like, wait a minute. Because if Amara is disguising herself, you know, maybe... Is it possible that she confided in Rafa and said who she was? But otherwise, as far as she knows, as far as Rafa knows, Naina would just be like, wouldn't have kids, you know, or something. Maybe doesn't have a family, I don't know. Rafa said she had to ask her mother about some secret or another as soon as she saw it. So then, does that mean that Princess Rafa knows what really happened? That Amara wasn't assassinated and is still very much alive? It would seem so. She doesn't seem to be taking Garan's lies very well. But that's no surprise, considering how much Rafa reveres her mother. She'd be awfully disappointed in that egg. That would definitely cause her a great deal of anguish and sadness. Eavesdropping, Ari! How very rude! There you are! You there? Are you not Dhurke's son? Oh, nice to meet you, Your Eminence. Is this the first time we're meeting? I believe it actually is. We're actually here to speak with you if you could spare a moment. Oh, I guess so. Good lord, you people are so demanding. Your Eminence, Dhurke told me about Amara. About how she's still alive and all that shit. We know not of what you speak. After Dhurke learned Amara was still alive, he rescued her. They ran off together. But she was captured and remains captive in a secret location to this day. As for Nahyuta doing your bidding, it's only because Amara's life is in your hands. Oh, what an active imagination you have! Guards! Oh, please don't start clapping again. Well, where'd they come from? Anyway, if she's gonna play dumb, I'll just have to jog her memory with some evidence. Sure, okay. Present that frickin' picture. La 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 la. Your Eminence, I ask you take a look at this photo. Why, that's... Oh my god! It's a photo of Amara. And here you can see a law book bearing the mark of the Defiant Dragons. I believe you know what that means. No, I don't actually get it. Oh wait, yeah, actually I do. Never mind. Very well. Royal Guards, stand down. She told them to stand down. Now we've made some progress here. It's the first time she's ever done that. It seems there is no need to perpetuate this charade any longer. We shall speak of all we know. Will we? Amara's alive! Exclamation mark, yeah, it's true. Holy shit. So then you admit that Amara's still alive? Not exactly. No, yes, yeah, she is. Okay, she is under our protection, in a safe location. She's in the bathroom. I think you mean being held prisoner. And where is she being kept? Oh, now why would we tell the son of a traitor that? Guess she has a point there. Now heed our warning, horned devil! It would not be wise to inform the people that Amara yet lives! It would only serve to plunge public order into chaos. I have no intention of doing that, but I don't see how it can get much worse than it already is. Besides, there are real terrorists out there who might try to kill her. Good! Now there was something we have been meaning to ask you. Do you know what has become of the Founder's Orb? Yep, I know exactly where it is. But I'm not going to tell you unless you tell me where Amara is, so how about that? How about we make a little trade? The Founder's Orb went missing after Dhurke took it into the tomb. As his son, we thought you might know something of his current whereabouts. I knew it. I suppose I should thank you for that free running tour of Terrain. Oh, that was the Royal Guard's undoing. Nice try, lady. Now you're definitely not getting the orb. Ever! Why do you want the orb so badly, anyway? Because it would be most dangerous in the wrong hands. It must be recovered. Is the legend true? Can the orb really impart spiritual power? Are you worried that someone could overthrow you with it? The Holy Mother's power is without equal. Should Her Holiness once again return to our world, she could conceivably bestow great power upon the one who unlocked the orb's secret. I guess it makes sense, considering spirit channeling is a fact of life here. So we ask you, Horned Devil, did you receive the Founder's Orb from Dhurke? Does it look like I did? That thing's pretty big, and if you look, I only have so many pockets on this vest of mine. So you like to play games, do you? Yeah. Tetris, mostly. Oh, she's bringing them back. Okay, search me. Frisk me, do what you gotta do. Oh, I just took like 3 big swallows of water there. Oh, what else did they find on me? Eek, Apollo, don't strip here! Stop resisting, just submit to our strip search already. Oh my god! No, they're gonna find the dragon tattoo on my butt! No, wait! Hey, cut it out! That's my butt! Please at least let me keep my pants on. Oh my goodness, you were hotter than I thought. Am I naked right now? Rest in pieces, my poor, tattered dignity. There's no sign of the Founder's Orb, Your Eminence! So, you have hidden it somewhere? Oh, no matter. We shall recover it one way or another, once you're found guilty of abetting the accused. Dhurke was right, she really is bent on getting the orb. Looks like the princess is back. I take a stroll and try to calm myself, but I still find this situation unacceptable. The people must be informed about Queen Amara. So she does know about that. Rafa, do you not yet possess a clear grasp of how a government and its people interact? There will always be secrets that must be kept from the ignorant masses. I don't care, Mother! You have little faith in our people, Mother! But it is the royal priestess's duty to always speak the truth. And as such, I cannot remain silent. I will not! Ha! The truth, you say? Your mind has been poisoned by the barbed one. It was an honor and a pleasure, Your Eminence. To poison you, that is. We must speak with our child. It is a mother's duty to discipline her child, after all. Now, if you would excuse us... Oh boy. I have been dreading this. I mean, at least before, I guess they still were under the impression that they had her under their thumb, so they had no reason to do any kind of disciplining, but... Well, Apollo, let's head back to the safe house for now. No, dude, what is she gonna do to her? Is she gonna be okay? Oh, God. If she shows up in that courtroom tomorrow with cuts and bruises, I'm gonna be pissed off, man. Any ideas what to do? No, I guess we're leaving then. Safe house. I assume they mean the office. Rafa's gonna follow us. Maybe she got away and she's gonna follow us here. That would be a pretty typically Phoenix Wright thing to do. Ah, you're back. Edgeworth. Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes. Thank you for holding down the fort, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. Sorry it took so long. Hope you weren't too bored. Ah, I've got a 3DS. I can manage. I also got this new game, Fantasy Life. Have you ever played that? It's a really good game, actually. I watched the Plumed Punisher Warrior of Neo Twilight Realm while you were gone. No, you did not. You didn't watch that crap. And my verdict is it's an outrage, especially its theme song. Even worse, the people here believe it's an original karate show. Can you believe that? I've already spoke about it at length, Mr. Albal. Not sure what he's babbling about, but at least it seems he wasn't bored. Well, you got a copyright claim on your hands is what you got there, Mr. Edgeworth. You can totally do that. Moving along to things that actually matter. We've gathered about all the information and evidence we can concerning this case. I think it's time we go over everything we've learned so far. Okay, let's, Inga's murder, alright. Just a quick review of the facts here. The orb trial, Maya's abduction, the toilet.
The toilet.
And the murder of the mastermind behind it all, Justice Minister Inga. It's a lot to consider. Think you have all the facts straight in your head? Yep, I got it covered, Mr. Wright. It's the truth about what really went down that's going to be the problem. Yeah, it's like the more we learn about this case, the less we understand. I agree, there's a deep darkness enveloping this case. I'm almost afraid of what we will find once we lift that black veil. Suffice to say, the real killer is certainly waiting underneath. The real killer, huh? Well, that's the million-dollar question. Who killed Inga and why? Think, Apollo. Who would you say had a motive to commit this crime? You're asking me that right now? I for one am drawing a complete blank. I want to know how the killer slipped into the tomb, killed Inga, and slipped back out without ever being seen. That's a bona fide locked room mystery right there. Well, we collected plenty of evidence and statements. I just hope the rest comes out in court. I'll be a thinner tightrope than usual, that's for sure. I mean, there's only so many people that are allowed in there in the first place, except Albie did say there was like a hole that went in there, so, and because of his size, he was able to get in. But I don't think that matters, because he did say he could only get in because of his size. You know, so an adult couldn't get in that way. Now, I feel like it almost has to be either the Queen or someone really... I mean, I guess it could be Amara, too. That's always possible. How hilarious would that be? Naina, the murderer. Freaking Naina. The murderer of the 5th case. And you've been seeing her all this time, popping in and out of the screen. Anyway, Amara's assassination. Her assassination. Short for fake assassination. This case has one big fly in the ointment. In order to prove Dhurke completely innocent, we'll also have to exonerate him of the crime committed 23 years ago. Right, we know Amara's still alive, but Dhurke could still be charged with plotting to kill her. Couldn't discover the truth even after over 2 decades of investigating. So our biggest hurdle is going to be the complete lack of evidence. The fire made sure of that. Damn fires. Mr. Wright, have you ever won a case without any evidence? No, that's one thing I've never done before. Trial unprecedented even in the decorated annals of the Wright Anything Agency. Still, I can't help but wonder, is there really no evidence left behind? Oh, and we can't forget about the Defense Culpability Act. Which one of us is gonna take the stand here? Because only one of us can do it, right? Maybe they'll let you choose your character. In short, if Dhurke is found guilty and is sentenced to death, we'll likely join him in a very public execution. Yeah. Beat the charges or die. What kind of crazy upside-down legal system is this, anyway? Don't worry. I can't ask someone as young as you to risk your life, Athena. So tomorrow it'll just be me and Apollo on the courtroom floor. But you can support us by watching from the gallery. She doesn't like that. I want to help. I'm part of the agency too, after all. Sorry, but this is a direct order from your boss. Plus, there's Prosecutor Blackwell to think of. What will he do without you? He said he'd use me for sword practice if I put you in harm's way. Oh, that's sweet. Simon. Well, at least promise me this, you two. Promise me you'll make it back alive. Sure, make it back alive. That's a good one. Not gonna be happening. What's with that face, Apollo? You'll never inspire confidence in your client like that. And it'll play right into the prosecution's hands. Remember, the worst of times are when lawyers have to force the biggest smiles. Yeah, I just said that. And you tried to make an exception to the rule. Even when it seems hopeless or when there's not a shred of evidence to be found. We can never let it show on our faces. Right. Right. But will I actually be able to do that tomorrow? When push comes to shove, will I be able to force my biggest smile? I don't know, man. You are connected to this case. We don't know how just yet. We know a few things. But putting it all together, that's probably what I'm going to be doing in my head for the next couple of days here. While editing these videos. Save the game. Alright, you guys, next time on Phoenix Wright, we start the trial. Day 2 trial. And that will finish Case 5. once we're done with the trial. And then there's the DLC case, which I will do right away, because I just might as well. I don't know. After that, we're pretty much free as a bird. So, take care, you guys.